Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg! Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mayo Hosko. Go check them out. Real Whole Egg, a really fun show.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Real
whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Oh, apparently you have to say real whole. You want to say it or do you not?
I'm
It's going to clip us, but I'll say the other one.
Which one?
Egg.
Real whole egg.
Yeah.
It's the Australian way, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Eggs?
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to
Yes,
do it
because
slow?
I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg. Close enough.
Real whole egg.
whole
Oh,
egg.
it's not gonna work because it's gonna be delayed. I don't know how we're gonna do this now.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Samba here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I? Are you talking about like what goes well with mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love mayo? I don't know.
Real whole egg.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. 2 whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you.
What's the buzz?
Stewie just said that.
Take it home with you.
Okay, hello and welcome to Real Whole Egg, episode 62. I know that we did it a little bit out of order. This was supposed to be last week, but I flip-flopped things around because of other things that I may or may not get into. But this is going to be, I'm going to have to be the bearer of bad news because a lot of people are chasing the dream. I've got a dream and RC has a dream. And we'll wait until we get some more regular people on here because we don't want to start this stream on a bad note. We want to start it on a high note. So welcome back, Clever Pig.
Hello, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
So we agreed to do this because after the Speed Champions stream either last month or 2 months ago, I wanted to talk more about Speed Champions. So I'm going to be building a McLaren livery version of my standardized design of a Formula One car, and Clever Pig's got plenty of the Speed Champions poly bags, and I know you've been doing a lot of community polls about people's preferred cars. So do we know the result of that yet?
Oh yes, the McLaren F1 was the winner 2 years in a row.
Nice.
Sensational.
And also that's a segue, because we will be giving our reaction to the upcoming Formula One partnership, which I'm super excited about. I'm not sure how much of a Formula One guy you are, but whenever there's an Australian in competition, of course I root for the homeboy, and when there's not, I'm a Red Bull guy.
Fair enough. I'm not much of a Formula One guy.
So you're not a Formula One guy. I think there's a bit
Not
of
too much, but lots of people are, so I respect it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a bit of a delay, but what can you do about that? Hey, so I know that well, this is the first time we've had any real solo time together. So I think most people know who you are, and most people know what you do on your channel. But just for anyone that isn't subscribed to Clever Pig, you can go click the link in the description below and tell us what you normally do on your channel and some of your upcoming projects.
I like that. Daylight savings, yeah. You could be right, Johnny G. Hey, let me hop out and hop back in. I think it might be me. Give me a sec.
Yeah, there's a serious lag going on right here. I don't know what was going on with that. But anyway, I did get a Streambot working, so I can see Twitch and YouTube chat at the same time. So let's see who's here, shall we? Because we've already got to play some video clips right off the bat. So we have Lego Team Bay, Never Too Old for Lego, Clicking Cliff, who's lurking on the way home. Let's get Pig back up in here. We got Zisu Sultan Force, Johnny Green, Crimson Toaster 47, and that's that so far. So we've got to play some clips off the back, and I've got to confess I haven't gotten through watching all of the last episode of Clickin' and Brickin', which was my suggestion about Paradisa. So because Zisu is here, and I just want to remind everyone who did watch the Clicking and Brickin' Paradisa stream, we only play that here when Zisu is in chat. So if you want me to play it, you've got to badger Zisu to get his 2x4 bricks up in here.
Definitely play it.
Yeah, so let's play it right now.
They need it.
Now, Zisu is a chill guy, so I didn't want to spare his little Zelda ears with the anti-snowflake language about that. And we've also got the bees, so let's play this.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
What's the buzz?
And we also have Clicking Cliff, who is driving home. So let's see if I can find this for him.
Mayo is frozen on the stream. That is so hilarious. Look at him. Everybody's talking. He's frozen. Super focus, Mayo. Super focus. Look at him. Yep. If you move, you gotta give us Lego.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was fantastic memories from the 72-hour stream.
That
Do you have any memories? It was. Do you have any memories of the 72-hour stream?
I caught some of it. Yeah. I don't know. It was it was hard to keep up with. It was going so constantly, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like what always happens is that there's always time gaps that don't get filled in. And so since I'm committed to the cause, I always volunteer and to fill in any gaps, and I had to fill in a gap, which was enjoyable because I got something done. And it's just a good fun weekend, and hopefully one day I'll elevate myself from an ambassador to an organizational role. Anyway, I just wanted to let all of the Indiana Jones enthusiasts know that I did as I promised you. I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom. I learned that my friend has Paramount Plus, so I'll have to watch Last Crusade when I can get my hands on his Paramount Plus account. But because I was watching it on a 1 week free trial, and I literally finished watching Raiders of the Lost Ark 2 hours before my trial ended.
Oh yeah, and they ripped it up. They took it off Disney, I think, didn't they? Indiana Jones.
Yes, because I was reading a lot about that, and I found that Lucasfilm, which is owned by the Walt Disney Company, had an agreement with Paramount Plus, who are the distributors of Indiana Jones, because Paramount Plus, they distributed Indiana Jones for Lucasfilm, but it was 20th Century Fox that distributed Star Wars for Lucasfilm. Yeah. And so when Disney acquired 20th Century Fox off of News Corp, they did not want to buy Indiana Jones from Paramount, but they did have a 5-year agreement, and that 5-year agreement ran out on the 1st of October, and I started my free trial after the 1st of October, so I could not watch, and I still cannot watch Indiana Jones on Disney Plus except for Dial of Destiny, because that was made by that was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures instead of Paramount.
Yeah.
So yeah,
even the name of it, Dial of Destiny, it just sounds terrible.
Yeah, from what I heard, it didn't get good reviews.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it didn't get.
Man. Johnny G says you should share your friend's Paramount Plus password.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Definitely not gonna do that. So what I'm going to do throughout this stream is I'm going to run backwards and forwards, trying to find the pieces I need to make a McLaren livery of this microscale Formula One. And we've also got Scott Flops. Hey, Scotty, I commented on your whole video today. You need to retitle it, bro.
Oh, I didn't see that video. I'll have to check it out.
Yes, I watched it as I was doing Forge of Empires, and so when I got the notification, I immediately clicked on it, because that's what I try to do, so I watch people's videos. If I'm awake and I'm not doing anything else, as soon as I get the notification, I'll tap that notification and watch it, because I like to support my friends. But because the Scott is up in here, we got to do this.
PPP.
The wind.
Yeah. So unfortunately now I'm standing up and I've got to be the bearer of bad news. I wanted to get it off on a happy start, but I'm about to drop a lot of bombshells on you right now, and I'm not sure how many people are going to understand or agree with my decisions taking place. So if you're in the jungle, you already know about the news. But I'm going to paraphrase and cut through some of the messages that RC talked to me about. So he does have his electricity back. He is growing his landscaping. He's growing his landscaping company. He picked up a new contract that consists of 3 commercial properties. It's going to take up more of his time. He is ending his co-host partnership with me to focus on his career. He is chasing the American dream. He is looking to hire new employees as a result and have a payroll staff. He is taking a hiatus from the LEGO community. He thinks I'm a great guy, but he has to do what he has to do to chase the American dream. So as of today, From Blocks to Mocks has resigned as co-host of Real Whole Egg.
That's tough, but I get it.
I understand too. And I wanted to say that because the reason I said we're both chasing dreams, he's chasing the American dream. I'm journeying on a travel dream because as people know, I'm trying to go to Bricktastic Manchester 2025. And the good news is I registered my Real Whole Egg mosaic and I have reservations for a hotel in Manchester. So I will be going there pending getting schedules up and running. So as you guys know from that big update video, which got my most likes since my video about why is LEGO Octane so good, I told everyone that I was on a 3-week contract, and I do have confirmation that that contract will be extended past Halloween.
Congrats. Big ups to you, man.
Yeah. And
You
so
did it.
it's a job where if I work full time, pays $1,000 a week, which is good money.
That's good stuff. That's excellent.
Yeah. And so as an entry level computer working employee, I get mentally drained after each shift. I know that other people complain about getting monotonous office jobs coming out of college. I don't mind it. I don't mind the culture. There's a lot worse things I could be working at, and I enjoy working for I enjoy working with financing. So I always knew that if I worked hard enough, they would give me a contract extension, and that's what they're going to do. So I'm going to take the time with that news to say that I'm going to be cutting even further back on social media as a result.
There you go. Gotta be
And
done.
part of that means that my time for editing is going to go out the window. Fortunately, I do have a bunch of unlisted videos which will hopefully get me through the month of November. I wrapped up my vlog series from Brickworld Chicago. So if you didn't go to Chicago this year, or if you did go and you want to relive those memories, you can go watch the whole playlist. It's Mayo LEGO conventions to see all of that. And now I'm starting a new series of convention vlogs about what I filmed at a convention 1 month after I got home from Brickworld Chicago. So I'm going to be uploading that throughout December. As a result of RC handing in his resignation, the November LEGO City Mayoral debate has been cancelled, and I am looking for a new co-host. And this is something I was thinking about ever since RC DM'd me. But if no one wants to take up the mantle and replace From Blocks to Mocks, unfortunately, because of the time I have to commit to being a working man, a contributor to society, paying my taxes and earning money to go fly to Manchester in February, I think a lot of people are going to be sad to hear this. But unless I can find a replacement co-host, I am cancelling the Will Whole Egg stream.
Ooh, this is a heavy stream to be on. Wow.
Yeah.
Big
No
stuff.
one. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Scott. No one could replace Richard, but someone has to. And if someone doesn't, you don't have to live up to RC's standards. You don't have to live up to Macrobrick's standards, who was my first ever co-host. But unless I can find a permanent co-host while I am under contract, or even possibly longer, while I'm figuring out what I'm going to do with my life, I am cancelling the Will Whole Egg stream.
Oh my goodness.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to do other streams, because there's plenty of streaming stuff I want to do when I can organize stuff. Like I've got Clever Pig right here, right now. So there's two ways that I will uncancel the Will Whole Egg stream. One is I find a permanent replacement co-host, or two, people that want to audition to and make an application to come on the Will Whole Egg stream a month out from the regularly scheduled time slot of the Will Whole Egg stream, then I will do them. But if not, I will go weeks, if not months, without doing a Will Whole Egg stream. But because I am a stream junkie, that means that I might do monthly 24-hour live streams and burn my guns out one weekend per month.
That sounds pretty intense, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Zizu's
so
saying you should do it with Bravo Bricks. Is that the guy who got robbed?
I have no idea who Bravo Bricks is.
That guy's he's got a pretty cool personality. I like him.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I've had butterflies in my stomach ever since I was riding the bus home from work. I was so goddamn tired. I'm only getting 6 hours to 7 hours sleep because I like to have fun after my job. I am an avid sports fan. I watch a lot of sports. I am an avid gamer. Whenever I'm not watching sports at home, I'm gaming, and I'm also watching the occasional YouTube video. Not all of it is Lego. Some of it is trains. Some of it is gaming. Some of it is vlogs. Some of it is live chat. Some of it is politics. I watch a whole bunch of stuff. So I've got a packed schedule as it is, and if Australia had not gone into daylight saving, which is why some of my Australian friends are now starting to watch this an hour later than they normally would. This has been a lot of, well, I've been thinking about all of this because I knew I would be dropping a ton of bombshells. And so I'm going to let that sit on everyone's mind as they contemplate where they go from here. But the show will go on, and we're going to go out with a bang next week on episode 64 when we do from what will now be the last and I believe only the second episode of a Will Whole Egg Jungle Hangout. So
There you go.
I'm going to read over the comments, and if you have any reactions while I'm scouring the comments, feel free to perk up, Pig.
Love it. Oh, Johnny G's getting a lot of votes in there. Johnny G,
Yeah,
Johnny G, Johnny G.
and
I'm
see
here
what
for
everyone's saying. And there's a very somber note to this stream, which is why we're going dramatic and having no music. So what was everyone saying? Zisu said, oh my God, Dream Team mayonnaise and pig. My vapors are flaring up with excitement. Lego Team said to Zisu, I think you mean eggs and bacon. Yeah, everyone make sure to spam the egg and bacon emoji. Johnny G said, let the pig fly. Yes, let the pig fly. He also wants to see the full length parody. So I can just link you to the video, to the YouTube video of that commercial. If you really want to get your parody.
We showed it on Clickin' and Brickin'. They played full length 2 times.
Yeah, and I saw.
It was.
Yeah, and I saw that while I was
exhilarating.
I saw that while I was watching back on replay. Johnny G wants to be a little 90s parodies a girl, tea parties and carefree, and so carefree. Actually, it was more like alcohol and ice cream.
Hey, whatever works, man. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever gets you where you need to go.
Yeah, it says share your friend's password and log in for Paramount. Yeah, no. Yes. So the big announcement was not clickbait. It was very heavy-hearted. I have done clickbait in the past, but this was legitimate. Scott hasn't checked his comments yet. Zisu said Cliff plays the extended version Todd Snyder cut out of parodies twice. Johnny G suggests the McLaren the black and chrome version. Well, I am actually going to try to make two. I'm going to try and make 2 liveries, or 2 of the McLaren liveries. I want to make the papaya and orange, and the black and chrome with the Vodafone red, if I can.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, with his
Russian milkshake. Ooh, that'd be good, actually.
RC is making it rain with his new job contract, and it is great news that I'm getting extended because it's going to be more money in my pocket for buying Lego. But it's not great. Well, it's good and bad news because we're both chasing dreams. Well, no, sorry. RC and I are both chasing dreams, but we have to sacrifice Lego. Johnny G says Elder became a symbol of grief and sorrow and even death with RC. Yes, everyone put the gravestone emoji up for RC, and pay and press F to pay respect. I'm still gonna keep in touch with him because he's my friend. Just like how I keep in touch with Macro because he's my friend. I'll never forget the memories that I shared with those 2 individuals as co-hosts. And perhaps someone else might want to make those same memories with me and be the 3rd co-host. Who knows?
I think there's been a lot of votes for Johnny G as your new co-host. I'm for it. I think that would be a pretty unhinged stream.
Yeah, and unfortunately, unhinged is not what I'm looking for. We're gonna consider all options, and I have to consider all options because there are standards that have to be kept. Some people don't have a care in their mind to even think about the standard, but I over obsess with this stuff, and I am driven by the numbers because the numbers is why I'm here, because I have 876 subscribers. That's a number. I have double-digit people watching this stream right now. That's a number. But what matters is I see almost everyone here is my friend.
That's bringing it back. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. And hello, Oki. He recently hit 80 subs, but he's sick. Well, speedy rest and recovery, Oki. Zissou says Mayo could just do pop-up streams Friday night when he likes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do pop-up streams either when I want to do something or if I can organize something. Because people can feel free to say, hey, I want to do this stream with you on Friday night. And I'll be like, yeah, let's do this.
That's a good plan, man. That'll work.
Yeah. Zissou says, reach out to Bravo Bricks. He would be hilarious with Mayo. The burden is not on me. The burden is on the applicants. Because I'm sick and tired of having to do the legwork myself. I already do enough legwork in the community where I do think of myself above a lot of people simply because I have the time. Now I'm not going to have the time. Which is why it's been such a hard
Interesting. How will they know that you're accepting applications, though?
Yeah, well, it's why I'm going to be making
You know
a massive video. I'm going to be making a massive video about it literally after I get done filming this stream, highlighting everything that I've just said and my plans going forward. Because thanks to my extension and RC's new contract, we're both chasing dreams, and our dreams exceed the LEGO community.
Oh, I can definitely appreciate that. There you go.
And I'm sure everyone in the chat who has a full-time job and or a family and other people in their lives who they have to take care of can relate to what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes or so. Scott says, "Damn, Mayo, I wish I could commit the time." Exactly. Not everyone can commit the time, and being a co-host of a stream is no joke. I've seen streams come and go because their schedules just get thrown out the water.
Yeah, man. That's a tough thing to commit to. I can see that.
Because like we all remember Clickin' Cliff and the Cajun Yeti. We all remember when Brickitect, M&R Productions, and Just Too Good had their podcast together. I remember a whole bunch of podcasts with like something that I personally remember is what Bricks on the Dollar used to do with his friends, and Bricks on the Dollar upgraded his brick and mortar store somewhere in Pennsylvania, and that just meant he had to step away from social media. And so like we've all got our life goals, and we all have to commit to those goals to make it happen. Zissou says Reed and Mayo could just merge the Friday night streams. Well, like I said, I'm not going to live with the burden. Other people have to live with that burden, and they have to approach me. I'm not going to approach them because I control my own destiny, not just with my job, not just with my life, not just with my family, not just with how I choose to spend my time, but also my multimedia, my multimedia commitment to social media. And it's tough. It's tough to do. And I'm seeing people left, right, and center saying, yep, I have to quit this because I just can't keep up.
There you go. You got to get a good balance going.
Zissou thinks monthly 24-hour stream sounds fun. Yes, I think it would be fun because that means I only have to commit one day a month instead of the 4 to 5 to do this, which saves me countless hours of reaching out to people and thinking about what to do it takes a lot of work to think about what the fuck I want to do on a Saturday morning.
There you go. There you go.
And so that's why I'm thinking monthly 24-hour streams where everyone and anyone that is up for it can reach out to me and say, hey, I'll happily come talk to you for various hours over the 24 hours. Let's do this. And I'm thinking the threshold to enact that would be at least myself plus 3 other people. I'm
Give it a
thinking
whack, see how it goes.
I'm thinking about that so we can get the Hollywood squares, because I'm just going to say this, I watch more live streams than anyone else on LEGO YouTube. And so I have a hierarchy of what streams are good, what streams are watchable, and what streams aren't worth watching. And I'm sorry, but a lot of the solo streamers, they end up having to fill the air. And I'm good at filling the air, but I'm not a lone wolf.
I don't know, man.
That's just not how I'm going to roll.
I think old Dude Jude might have a thing or two to say about that.
Yeah, because like, well, I'm just gonna say that Dude Jude watches streams that I don't watch, and I watch streams that Dude Jude doesn't watch. There's a bunch of us, and we're definitely in the same level on the hierarchy.
Well, there you go. That's perfect.
Clicking clips nominating Johnny G. Zisu's also nominating Cliff. I think Cliff is already committed to a lot of stuff enough. Don't we all think? No, because my boss would be all over me. My bosses start to question my mental health if I just take 2 minutes every hour to read the sports scores.
Brickable Cow manages to sometimes sneak in a live stream for work, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And RC definitely can't do that, which is why he had to resign as co-host.
There you go. There you go. Well, he could. They kind of do similar work, Cow and him, I reckon. Just saying. He's, RC got that Viper, and, it all just sort of went to his head, I guess. So question.
Yeah. Bunch of people are nominating.
I feel that.
Are nominating Viper. Yes, it is. It is a mayo and ham sandwich. And as easy just gasped at alcohol and ice cream. Johnny says, "Don't put the link for the Paradisa in the chat. Everyone would leave." Exactly, which is why I didn't do that. And now Zisu wants a sandwich. Zisu says, "Mayo's check is direct deposit to LEGO. We all know it." Nope, that's not the case at all.
Yeah, alcohol and ice cream is kind of a weird mix. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
but you know what isn't a weird mix? But you know what isn't a weird mix? Coca-Cola and ice cream in a Coke float. That's so good.
That's not too bad.
Cliff suggests 2 Australian 1 week coming soon. Well, if we could, I would love to do that. And thanks for saying that, because on a more lighter note, I've got other news. So I've been seeing people talking about how much they miss a Dora build, and I think and I think this is a good time to say a quote. Hey Mayo, portions of my stream are neater than a month or so ago, but the backlog has taken over now.
Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah, because like I'm a member of the Briggsar channel, and he's always joking his backlog is so big he doesn't have a Lego city because his backlog took over the city.
I mean, Jabbo pretty much invented the backlog. I'm pretty sure we could all agree.
Yeah, like Jabbo had a backlog when it was called the Pile of Shame. You know who renamed the Pile of Shame into the backlog? Snowflakes.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Yeah. Well, because apparently the word shame is a bad connotation to where people feel guilty about having unopened sets.
I do every day. It eats me up inside, literally.
I don't feel guilty.
That's why I stay so trim.
Yeah. I don't feel guilty because unlike people who just mindlessly buy sets on day one and store it in an IKEA drawer, like what Shy Time is My Time does, I have plans of when I'm going to do this, like how I have plans of what I want to build in the December 24-hour stream.
There you go. It's good to have a plan in it.
Yeah, because if you've watched previous streams, you know I'm choosing between Gabby, between Andrea's Mansion, the Natural History Museum, the Medieval Town Square, which I'm going to buy with the Space Monorail GWP, and probably some other big sets as well.
Oh yeah, do we know when that Space GWP is at?
Well, back in March or April, that was when it was announced it would be coming soon. And according to the Brick Fan 6 months ago, they said it was going to come out in November. So I've been holding off. I didn't ever since release day of the Speed Champions Ferrari F40. The only Lego I bought was the Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone.
Oof, interesting. There you go.
And that's because I was watching. Yeah, that's because I was watching a live stream on Twitch. Someone playing a Sonic game, and I was browsing the internet at the same time, and so I just looked up Lego Sonic, and I realized that Target Australia had it for $35 off, so I was able to get it at 37% off.
Oh, nice. It's good to have. Oh, I love a good deal. Yeah, I respect that. That's wicked. Ooh, Scotty just cracked open the History Museum. Right on, buddy.
No, so I was going to suggest we build the history. I was when I commented on Scott's whole video, I suggested we build it together, but he just couldn't resist opening it right now. He's got plans with the mills. He's got plans with the mill system, and he's got plans with the Bevan Bricks lighting kit.
Heck yeah, get in there, man. Johnny G's buying the Bricklink Vampire Castle day one. Yeah, I might be in the same boat with you, Johnny G. Next year, that should be a good time.
Even though I don't collect Bricklink Designer Program at all because I thoroughly hate the program with an iron fist, just the way it's organized, I gotta say that Forestman Stronghold might be now my favorite Lego castle set ever, period. Even overtaking the Black Knight's Castle / Dungeon Master's Castle from 1991, overtaking the 90th Anniversary Castle / Lion Knight's Castle from 2021 from 2022.
That's a pretty good review. Wow.
Yeah, because like I know objectively the 90th Anniversary Castle is the best castle ever made, but I'm a Forestman guy, so there's a lot of bias there. And I'm more of a Black Falcon. and I'm more of a Black Falcons guy than a Crusaders guy. So if they had made the 90th anniversary castle a Black Falcons castle, then I think I would have liked it more. And that's why, well, because of my love for the Forestland, that's why the Forest Hideout GWP is my favorite GWP ever.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think I just missed out on that one, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because I bought the Daily Bugle and the UCS Luke's Land Speeder to get those.
Right on. That's perfect.
Johnny G says, I vote for Butt Chop. He's the only co-host that would get a word in. I would absolutely love for Butt Chop to be my co-host, but unfortunately, like what Scott said earlier, he can't commit the time either. And
pull him out of retirement.
And you know that he can't commit the time, just like how a door build can't commit the time. When people behind their back and other people's streams saying, where is X person? What is X doing?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a tough one to commit to every Friday night. I'm sure that's tough for a lot of people.
Yeah, especially when you have $500 million of accounting to do.
What's that?
Especially when you have $500,000 of accounting to do.
Oh, is that your new gig?
No, that's what you told me you were doing.
Oh no, I'm not an accountant. I work in insurance.
Oh yeah, well you had to account for all that insurance money. I have to with the value of all the invoices that I process per day, it's easily over $1 million of transactions for my state government.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, government job. That's sweet. That's a sweet gig. They usually have good benefits.
Yeah, and because I do work for the government, that's why they give me a short leash as a casual worker.
Fair play.
Yeah, which is why I was over the moon that they've extended me. I just hope that for work-life balance they don't extend me past Thanksgiving, which I'm glad Thanksgiving is on the 28th.
There you go. Do you guys match up with the USA Thanksgiving in Australia?
Well, there is no such thing as Thanksgiving. The only people in Australia that care about Thanksgiving are NFL fans.
So you, in essence. Are there a lot of NFL fans in Australia?
Well,
I'm so interested.
It's growing. The NFL
Gotcha.
is on a crusade to capture the eyes of, in my opinion, every country that has a division of ESPN International. So the reason why the NFL plays multiple games per year at London, and the reason why the NFL were able to convince the Tottenham Hotspur Association Football Club to build their new stadium to accommodate NFL games, with them having the ability to change out not only the goalposts but the type of grass, because the English Premier League uses grass which is called hybrid turf, which means it's half artificial sod, half natural grass. In the NFL,
Wow.
you either have all natural or all artificial, and the cheapskate owners, they all go with the artificial because it saves them $20 million a season. But it's also why the Players Association has consistently lobbied against that, because that's how players have ruined their careers with injuries.
Right on.
And so Tottenham Hotspur agreed to that because the NFL reached an agreement with the Tottenham Hotspur Association Football Club. So that's why they play 5 games. I think it's 5 games a year in London. That's why the NFL is now doing yearly games in Germany because of ESPN UK and ESPN and ESPN Germany. That's why they had their first game in Sao Paulo because of ESPN Brasilia, and is why they're now trying to organize a regular season game. They've had preseason games in the past, but now trying to organize a regular season game in Australia because of ESPN Australia. And if I'm not working, I wake up at 2 to 4:30 a.m. every Monday morning just to watch the NFL.
Wowzers. That's crazy.
And so that's why I enjoy Thanksgiving so much, because there's 3 games on Friday.
There you go. Right on.
Yeah, which is why I hope all of my American friends have a happy Thanksgiving, because I always have a happy Thanksgiving.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Well, those who aren't American, Canadian, or NFL fans, that's who. Anyway, what are people saying in the chat? Johnny says McDonald's stick shake with vodka is teacher's friends. People are really lobbying for a Johnny G Mayo crossover, and we're working on it. We're working
Give
on
the
it.
people what they want. Let's go.
Well, it all comes down to commitment. Lisa says, I do like 24-hour streams because people can pop in for 40 minutes or 4 hours, whatever works. Exactly, and that's how I felt when I did that 8-hour stream last month when I was the only person in the house, because that meant I could start after midnight and end when. Well, that's why I could stream when the sun don't shine. Yeah. Johnny says, I'd only do a USA breakfast stream modeled off a macro stream. Yeah, I would love to do that. And I'm just going to say, Macro Bricks floated the idea of spending a weekend with Butt Chop, and I said, hey, can I get in on that action? And then he said, that would be awesome because Macro told me he's trying to find more time to do more stuff with all of us again.
There you go. Sounds like he's pretty busy as well.
Yeah, as he says, 24-hour streams are so rough for the host, though. Exactly. But if there was anyone in the community who would do it, it would be me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be me, I'll tell you that free of charge.
Yeah. And Clicking Clip says 24-hour streams suck as the coast, and I could definitely see where you would say that because you did not hold up well. I have not held up well either, but that's why that's why it was a pleasure to spend those precious hours with yourself and Haley, because I want to say if Haley wasn't building the Titanic set with Cliff, and if I wasn't there to talk out of my asshole, then it would have felt like an eternity. Which is why if I were to do monthly 24-hour streams, I would only do it if I could get 4 people who could commit.
Well, there you go. I think you got a good plan.
Yeah, and Lisa says, Johnny G, I think Pig is passing the test so far. He is passing the test.
Yeah, I can't do sports though, so I'll have to fail, I'm afraid.
Well, in my country, because our population is so small, 50% is a fail. In the US, it's 60% is a fail.
Yep, I feel that. The only sports I watch are jelly-based. What kind of jelly-based sports you watch, Johnny G? I don't know about that.
That would probably be people doing jello shots and trying to do the limbo when they're under the influence of said shots.
Oh man.
Hello, Macro said, I tried a 36 and 50, say that 50-hour stream took a PC out of me, I can't get back, haha. And since Mark's here, we're going to play this again, if we can find it.
PPP.
The weed.
Hello, Eric. Hello, Eric Hart. It's good to see you, buddy. I'd love to do another Train or Star Wars stream with you again.
Oh, man, Macro, you just hit the nail on the head, man. Paying sports players tens of millions of dollars and world's going to hell in a handbasket. Where are our priorities, man?
Well, I remember. No, sorry. There was once upon a time when all athletes had full-time jobs.
There was a time.
And then Bill Clinton became the president. He was able to balance the budget. The world economy grew massively in the 90s, probably because of the World Wide Web and other technical innovations. And also that was the golden era of video games. If you grew up in the 90s or if you got your first job in the 90s, those were good times. And it was a good time for sports because that's when sports across the world started becoming more professional. And so that's when you started seeing athletes across the world earning millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I hear you.
And
was that the 1910s? Oh, I love the 1910s. Beautiful decade. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, all the folks who died in World War I wouldn't say so, but Henry Ford would say so because of the Model T Ford.
Well, there you go. You know, you win some, you lose some, right?
And I don't think J.D. Rockefeller would say that because that's when Ted Roosevelt, being the trust buster he was, broke up Standard Oil.
I feel like the Rockefeller family's probably doing fine for themselves. I think they can chill the heck out.
Yeah. Well, the ghost of J.D. Rockefeller still lives on through the companies that were established when it was broken up, because Chevron and Exxon and Mobil were remnants of Standard Oil.
Oh man, Captain's well entertained over here.
Yeah, Mark. Sometimes I wish I could say the same thing because that's when I would have seen I would have loved to be in England in the year 1900 because that would have been before World War One, and that was, well, as they would have said then, the Great War, because that means I could have ridden on a passenger steam engine, and I could have seen all of the pre-grouping railways of England before the big four railways in 1923. As Isu says, I mostly lose my shirts when Seth pops up on Cliff Panel. I would love to do more work.
I feel that.
More work with.
Feel that.
I would love to do more work with Seth because we could talk about music forever and ever. Johnny says, Mayo, get Dusty to build you a robot co-host. No, I would never want to replace my co-host with AI.
Oh man. Hungry Games World Fix. Yeah. I mean, that's one option. That's one option.
And Chris McWicker is watching over on Twitch. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Twitch experience. If you're watching on YouTube, but you also have a Twitch account and you want to do other stuff on your device, like use other apps, then if you watch on Twitch, you can actually listen to me in the background while you're scrolling on your other apps, and you can't do that on YouTube. So as an incentive to get you to go watch on Twitch instead. Anyway, that's all the chat. Macro just said, in those days you could rob a train and get away with it. All you had to do was get this, cover your face.
The good old days. Yep.
And Johnny says, if I had Seth's pecs and a 9-pack, I'd never wear a shirt either. No one wants to see me without a shirt. But I am wearing a Minecraft shirt today. You can barely see the Minecraft logo.
Amazing.
Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's talk about what we wanted to talk about. Halloween and Speed Champions!
There you go. There you go.
So, once again, I'll ask you, what is your favourite Speed Champions car?
Oh, actually, probably this one. This little feller. Yeah. That Lamborghini. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, nice.
I'm a fan. What about you? The F40, presumably.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a reason why it's the only Speed Champions set I own. I'm just waiting for in the Formula One partnership for them to make the same scale of car that they made in the McLaren livery as either a Ferrari or a Red Bull livery.
Oh, I guarantee you. Well, they are going to. They're doing all of them.
Yes, and they're also going to make a CMF series as well, which I'm really happy with because that's going to be micro scale Formula One cars with the head of the drivers. I think that'll be a throwback to the original Lego races in 2001.
Yeah, could do. Yeah, Zissou likes the purple one. Probably that must be the Challenger. And then needs the dark green fastback, presumably the Mustang, and the blue hatchback. That'd be the Fiesta Rally. That's a cool one. I want that one too, actually.
Yeah. And that purple Dodge Challenger, which was sold with the really controversial dragster that people wish wasn't made, reminds me of the Lego Batman movie Joker's Lowrider.
I love the dragster. I think it's excellent.
But people were complaining about the wheels, and we already went through every Speed Champion set ever made. When you were on one of those streams and Cliff was on one of those streams, because when I think of Lego Speed Champions, I think about you and Cliff.
Yeah, those are the kind of guys you want to have in your head. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed building the rear bumper of this car.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
SC is an acronym for South Carolina, Southern California, and Speed Champions. And also it's an acronym for soccer club.
Oh yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, so I have an interesting relationship with Speed Champions because I respect the builds, but there's just not enough cars that they've made that I'm personally interested in. Because I would kill for a Speed Champions scale Volkswagen camper van, Volkswagen Beetle. They finally gave us this. We're going to get, according to you, actually breaking news this stream. I didn't know they were going to make that McLaren scale Formula One in all of the current racing liveries. I'll definitely be buying the Red Bull and the Ferrari version. I'm still holding out to buy the Icons one with Ayrton Senna.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I I like it. Yeah, it's cool.
I've seen that go on sale multiple times, and I've considered buying it at different times, but there's always been other sets on the market that I bought instead.
That's fair enough. There's a lot out there, you know, you got to prioritize. I get that.
Yeah, and have you reviewed every Speed Champions that you've ever bought?
No, because I have some that I haven't opened yet from the original 8-wide wave. So those are still minty fresh.
And hello, Stud Sidious. Says if Lego made a CMF polybag series of Mario Kart with figs, the normies would go bonkers. So would I! They would sell so well. Yes, they would, but unfortunately,
You're not wrong.
Unfortunately, my theory is why they haven't is because Amiibo has the license agreement with Nintendo, and I don't think we'll get any of that unless Amiibo changes their contract, or if Lego outbids Amiibo for it.
Could be.
Yeah.
You just never know.
And Alex says, what the wheels were good. Mayo, you should have came by when you were in town. I would have hooked up with you with some 9-volt trains. Well, I didn't see you at Brickworld Chicago. And I wasn't going to travel outside of Schaumburg, Illinois. Someone was going to hook me up with a bunch of the 90s advertising pamphlets, but they couldn't find them. So instead, when I go to Brick Fair, Virginia, 2026, I'm going to hook up with Chicken Brick, who's reviewed a fuck ton of vintage Lego, and I'm gonna take some off of his hands. Stud says the Mario Kart series would be great price point, and kids would eat it up, as well as adults like us. They could even make them buildable amiibos that interact with the game, which is what they did. And no one's buying it.
Yeah, that's tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. And so which of the polybags did you start off with?
I think the Aston Martin Valkyrie. And then the Solus and the current one.
Yeah. And isn't that in a black and green livery or something?
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, it's not too shabby. What about you? What you got going on right now?
Well, just to get it off my table, I'm finishing bag 9 of the Monkey Kid Megapolis.
There you go.
I just need to get it off my table before I can find the pieces over the next 2 hours to build this bad boy.
Perfect. Love it.
Oh, and I built this one. God damn it. Yeah. So to be honest, I don't know any of the Speed Champions cards that were made into polybags.
Yeah, there's only been 5, I think. There's a Lamborghini Huracan, McLaren Elva, the Valkyrie, and then the Solus and the McLaren MCL 60.
Yeah.
That's
and something I have noticed about these Speed Champions polybags is kind of like with some of the micro scale, kind of like with the small scale Ninjago mechs. They've often been some polybags offered up as gift with purchases when you spend $50 on Dreams, Friends, City, Ninjago, and I forget what the other thing was.
Yeah, some of the rejects that aren't doing so good in sales, like Dreams.
Yeah. Even though I like Dreams for what it's worth, I just don't need to collect it.
Yep, I'm with you 100%. Same exact. I like them, but can't buy everything.
Yeah, because a lot of people have sunk their soul into Star Wars. I've sunk my soul into vintage Lego and stuff that looks good in a city. You've sunk a clicking clip has sunk his soul into dinosaurs. You've sunk your soul into champions.
That's right. That's right. Well, they're not too bad. They're not too hard on the bank. It's the bigger ones that get a little pricey.
Yeah, because the price is the ultimate factor when you're collecting anything.
Yeah.
And I've been priced out of a bunch of stuff that I don't think I can go back to.
Yeah, well, what can you do, right?
Yeah, because things get ridiculous over time, and like for what you collect, they keep on increasing the scale of speed champions, which means it's harder to collect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Because did you start collecting it when they were 6 wide?
No, only 8. First one I got was the Ford Bronco and Ford GT.
So were you collecting Lego before Speed Champions?
Off and on. I started I've had Lego since I was a little kid, but
yeah,
took a big break until I was in university, and then got a few things. Like I had the big Millennium Falcon, but then I sold it to move because it's way too big. And yeah, I got out of it for a few years and then got back in. Comes and goes.
Yeah. I've been collecting Lego since I was 4 years old, all but 6 months of my life.
There you go. Yeah, see? It's perfect.
That was because I was in sixth grade at the time when I was experimenting with trains, and that experiment didn't last long.
Oh man, that's funny. I don't think that's what most people experiment with during school.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, because I don't need to get into some of the girls I will be experimenting with soon.
Well,
I don't need to get into that. That's neither here nor there.
I'm sure Johnny G would entertain that conversation.
Yeah. And one of those girls is Sharon Shoehorn from the Lego Movie.
What a name.
Because I have an art and crafts project, and I bought something at an arts and crafts store.
Perfect. Styrofoam ball.
Yeah, a styrofoam ball that's probably I want to say it's maybe 5/8 to 2/3 the diameter of a basketball.
Oh wow, perfect.
So now I'm going to need to find my yellow paint and my white paint and my black paint and my red paint. Try to mix up a yellow that looks like the Lego yellow, so I can make a model of Sharon Shoehorn's head.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see what goes on with that.
Yeah. So and then because I want to make a video about some of the female. One day I'll make a video about the female characters from the Lego Movie, like Sharon Shoehorn, Unikitty, Wild Style before we knew her name was Lucy, Cardio Carey, Ma Cop, the old lady with the cats, some of the female robots that were controlling the micromanagers and employed at Octane Tower, and that female construction worker who I can't remember the name of.
Beverly.
Yeah.
Definitely a Beverly.
Because there were a bunch of female characters from the Lego Movie that surprisingly got names. I mean, there was plenty there were plenty who didn't get names. But if you're a named character, you're not a background character.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah, it's nice to have a name because it means you you really belong. I know people that were selected to be extras in live action content.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Then you can put as seen on Netflix in your CV. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Like the SpongeBob episode as seen on TV.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
So speed champions. I'm really excited for the Formula One partnership. I want to go after I get this built. I'm going to go look at the. I'm going to revisit the news cycle of the Formula One partnership because it's exciting stuff. And if you're a Formula One viewer, you'll go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are. It's got the community pretty split down the middle of they either love it or hate it, I would say.
And I think if you're not a Formula One fan, but you're a car fan, you might be interested as well, depending on if you like open wheel racing or not. Because there's probably some IndyCar fans that might enjoy those sets.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think I've ever met an IndyCar fan, actually. That's an interesting point.
What I like about IndyCar more than NASCAR is that the only speedway that IndyCar drives on is the Indy 500.
Yeah, they do the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's a cool place.
Yeah, I've never cared for the Indy 500 as much as the next guy because I simply hate speedways.
That's interesting. Why do you hate them?
Because it's a circle.
Oh, interesting. Well, Indianapolis is more of a rectangle. Maybe you'd like it a little better.
Yeah, well, I know that all of the speedways are a slightly different shape, but it's still just 4 left turns, and that's why I like it when NASCAR has branched out to a few of the sprint circuits across the US, like Sonoma and some of the other drives, because it's not boring. You know who really does not like speedways? Formula One, which is why they race on both street and sprint circuits. You know who doesn't like?
There you go.
You know who doesn't like speedways? The Australian Tour Car Championship / Australian Supercars Racing, because they race on sprint and street circuits. The one in my city is arguably the most famous street. Is the most famous domestic street circuit in the world, because by far the most famous street circuit is
Monaco.
Is Monaco, where that whole economy is built upon Formula One. So many Formula One drivers live there because of the tax incentives.
Sure.
And it's by far the most famous race in the world. I would love to go stand on one of the corners at Monaco for a Grand Prix, but that would be hella expensive.
Yeah, those dirt track midget races are cool. Stud City is actually, they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
They drift pretty crazy. Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
For the rally car championships. Yeah, and we have gotten some rally cars and speed champions, haven't we?
Yeah, a few. Yeah, some decent ones, I would say. Love some more though. I love rally cars.
Yeah, I think we need more diversity of cars, not just speed champions, but champions of the streets. Like, I hear people every day wanting a Honda Civic. I hear people we finally got the Nissan Skyline a couple years ago. People were wanting that forever. More people want to see some of the muscle cars. I would love to see that. Some people want to see pickups, like things like regular cars you see on the road, because they've proven that they can do that.
Yeah, Cliff is always getting at me wanting pickup trucks, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I think if Cliff could drive something, it would be that.
There you go.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. By George.
Okay. Just finished that. What's going on in the chat? Let's go back to the chat and see who we've got. What's happening? Yeah, we all know about Stenner's rear tires. Don't know about the new puffy vests in Dreams. More we need more rally cars. Hello, Nora Moo. Good to see you here, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, so now let me go and search up the Formula One partnership. LEGO F1 partnership, and we'll share the screen. So first we're going to go to the LEGO website and reiterate what they have to say about that. So we're going to go to present, share screen, and the window of lego.com. So let's see what they have to say. We're putting into play in pole position. No, sorry, we're putting play into pole position the LEGO Group and Formula One to go full throttle on new brand partnership. The LEGO Group and Formula One announced a multi-year strategic partnership connecting young fans and families closer to Formula One experiences and the sport, launching with the 2025 Formula One season. But the partnership will bring together the worlds of LEGO building and Formula One fandom to make the sport more accessible to families around the world, promoting innovation, technology, and engineering, as well as stronger inclusion and representation. In addition, the new partnership will include a diverse product portfolio for fans and builders of all ages, featuring all 10 Formula One teams currently on the grid. And we did get confirmation from the Brit fan that there will be Duplo Formula One, which I'm probably the most excited about, the Duplo Formula One.
There you go. Gots to have my dupes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's just a lot of babble, and everyone saw that Lando Norris, who drives for McLaren, did his photo shoot with the lifestyle with built McLaren car at Silverstone, England.
Yeah, that thing looks pretty crazy the way it's built. It looks pretty wild.
Yeah. I saw some people complaining about this, and you can tell that they don't give a shit about autosport.
Yeah, it's quite the marvel.
Yeah, because this is what I wanted to highlight here. The life-size car features an incredible 342,817 LEGO Technic elements with an electric motor. It is the first big build the LEGO Group has ever made that's capable of steering and driving an entire lap of a racetrack. So you can actually drive this shit.
Amazing.
Scott says,
Scotty touched the X Mansion box.
X Mansion box. Yeah, that came out, and we'll cover that next week before we say goodbye to Will Hoeg.
What did it feel like, Scott? I'd like to know. Was it electrifying?
Yeah. Yeah, so there was that. And yeah, I read somewhere that we're going to get a Duplo one, which I'm excited about. And also that leads me to a segue. You went on to Good Morning Brick World recently, didn't you?
Yeah, a couple weeks. Well, actually, probably a couple months ago by now. Been a little while, I suppose.
So how did you enjoy that?
Loved it. I like Hive. He's a good dude.
Exactly, which is why we used to raid into him every Friday night. And by far the most memorable part about that stream was when you said, when you confessed that you were watching Pure Rant Fury one night and you were thinking, who the fuck is this guy? What is he talking about? That was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. He knows I'm just joking. I'm just giving him a hard time.
And then everyone was pissing their asshole.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I believe I screen recorded it somewhere. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. And also the Formula One website has a read about it. So Formula One and the LEGO Group build partnership from 2025. What does Formula One say? Two of the world's most recognizable brands, Formula One and LEGO, have announced an exciting new partnership that will see the launch of F1-inspired LEGO products for builders of all ages. The range will include, yes, this is where I read about it, LEGO Duplo sets for preschool children, alongside brick sets for both children and adult builders. Launching in 2025, the world of Formula One will come alive in LEGO brick form through an exciting new product range that will feature the F1 teams, as well as engaging content for fans and family across LEGO Group digital platforms, and a strong presence at Formula One events with fun fan zone activations throughout the season.
Well, there you go.
So everyone in the chat, if you're interested in this partnership, will you be buying anything from it? I want to collect the whole of the CMF series, and like I said, I'll be buying some of the Duplo sets and the Red Bull and Ferrari versions of that McLaren scale Formula One Speed Champions. I think, isn't that a $40 set in the US and $50 in Canada or something?
Which one is it?
The McLaren Speed Champions F1 car.
Oh, it's 35 in Canada, 27, I think, in the US. It's a really weird price in the States.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I hear
Yeah,
that.
I just
Lego
saw it
TV.
right there. At Target Australia is selling it. Let's go see if I can go up to this. Yeah, let's go to the Target Australia listing of this bad boy and get the full picture. If we can, yeah. So this thing right here. I'll be. Actually, you can't see this shit, can you?
I can see it.
So I'll have to stop share screen and then reshare it. Reshare the Target tab.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Nice. It's a good set.
There it is. The only reason I didn't buy this is because it's not Red Bull or Ferrari.
There you go.
But I would like to make this. I'm going to try and make this literally right now. Let's do this. Let's go racing. Vroom vroom.
There you go. I just finished a semi-related. I just finished an F1 set just now.
Nice. So let's see it. I'll put you on the full screen so we can see of its micro scale goodness.
Well, it's not. It's just regular, but
it's
check it
regular.
out. It's got the wider back wheels. Correct. Everything's printed. It's nice. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. So wait, was that a Lego set?
No. I'm building alt bricks on your show, Mayo.
Okay. So what company is it by then?
That is a Kata set.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So what was the clutch power like compared to Lego then?
Exact same. Yeah, Scott knew
And
what was
so
up.
I'm guessing that would be in a similar scale to what we just looked at.
Yeah, I think it's the same scale, Speed Champions scale.
Okay. So now what I do is I get a piece of reference material up on my screen, and I'm going to search for McLaren F1 papaya. Yeah, papaya orange. To see what I want to see, because there's a bunch of different papaya and blue liveries. I want to get the one that has slightly more blue. Papaya orange and blue. Yes, this is the one. Apparently it's called the Stealth livery. So it's got a blue front spoiler. Sorry, a blue front wing, a blue rear spoiler, and a papaya body. And I think the engine compartment is also blue, so I'll be able to execute this nicely.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm going to build this, and then we're briefly going to talk about some of the Halloween CMFs, because we're only halfway through this stream. Anyway, so I got to break down these, and since it's a rather simple livery, I think I'll use the Ferrari as a basis.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Scott says it looks really. He said I looks really dope, and then he said it looks really dope. You also look really dope, Scotty. Be real. Give yourself some credit, man.
So I came prepared because what my Mac is standing on is where all of my wheels are. And I'm charging my Mac as we speak. Yeah. So now we can just talk out of our assholes while I'm building this. So what you think about building now that you got that Carter set done?
Not like a dope, Scott. You look dope. You're looking good. You know this. I'm feeling good. It's good. I took apart a Technic set yesterday, so my fingers are a little raw, so I needed something a little easier. But yeah, feeling pretty good, you know. Not too bad. I like it. I like the prints. Didn't have to put stickers on. That's nice. It's got correctly sized tires. That's good. Yeah. Same price, I think. It's cheaper. What does it cost? $27 in the States. This is $25, so it's cheaper. Yeah. Officially licensed. Just finished bag 3. Ooh. Nice, man. That's awesome. So Scott was not afraid of the modulars after the... That's bragging about skill level. Dude, macro, it was rough, man. I had to use pliers at some points. It wasn't pretty. Is it a 10 length axle that snapped in half while I was trying to take it apart? Yeah.
Taking apart Technic sets is no joke. And so while I'm building this car, you can have a little bit more free range to steer the conversation if there's anything that you want to talk about.
I love it. I'm good to talk about anything. Yeah, best part about taking a Technic set is taking it apart. Yeah, sometimes I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of space, so I need to. Some things have got to go. And
did you just say you're running out of space?
Oh, you need me to do the Alex Nunes, the space thing? I can't do it. My kid's sleeping.
Yeah.
Else I would do
yeah.
it. Yeah, there you go. You can take one for the team. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
burning up the socials we see. Yeah, I see Macro throwing up cabinets like it's nobody's business. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man.
Go follow him on Instagram. Now, I think I found some non-Lego axles that I'll need to replace eventually, but I don't want to go searching for anything else. So I think I'll use standard blue and standard orange for this papaya and blue livery. I could go with a medium azure, but I quite like the dark blue with the papaya. There's one where they use more of the medium azure for the undercarriage, but I'm going with the one that has the black undercarriage. And also while we're talking about Macro's carpentry, Scott, as an electrician, found some stowaway Lego in a fuse box.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Scotty, you've been doing some cool stuff too. Looks like this was a little while ago, but you're doing some stuff in like an old church or something. Maybe that looked pretty cool. I couldn't even imagine the electrical on some of those old buildings. That must be crazy. If some of them would have like aluminum wiring or something, that'd be pretty wild to work with. Probably not much fun, to be honest, but.
Yeah.
Technic cars are so gappy. You know, they're all right though. They're not too bad. They're strong though. You couldn't make a car that size and system. It would just weigh a ton and fall to pieces. It wouldn't work. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it was a fun day working. Yeah, I don't do well on ladders, so that would be no good for me. But I'm impressed. That's good stuff. Yeah. You know. Let's see what we got. The bots talking to us right on. Love to see it.
Yeah, and so if anyone wants to buy tickets to enter the giveaway, you can do that.
Ooh, knob and tube. Yeah. That is old though. That's really old. That's got to be like 100 plus years old. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah.
It's a tough time trying to find some of these pieces.
That's fair. I have all my pieces just in one big box, and it's a nightmare to sift through, but need some more room for a storage system. I just need to commit to it.
Well, I spent 1 week's essentially 1 week's paycheck on my storage system.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty crazy, Scott, that it still works. Where I work, if we're doing insurance for a building that has knob and tube, we ask them if they could please replace it at their earliest convenience.
And if Johnny's still here, there's one of the Paradisa girls.
There you go. Oof. What a figure.
Yeah, I bought it at Brickvention.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy that at least until you touch it. Yeah, and it's all fried. By touching it, it turns to dust. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been... Yeah. I don't know. What else?
The crazy thing is when I was moving house, a lot of my small parts spilled out of drawers. So as I've been building these micro scale stuff, I've been going through these, picking up pieces I need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And as I've been building some of this stuff, the more I've realized that certain pieces aren't available in colors I need.
That's interesting. I'm getting learned on Scott's electrical life.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Insurance wants it rewired before it goes on the market. Yeah, I mean, It can be a fire hazard when it gets too old. That's for sure. Especially when you start mixing systems. If I understand, you start like mixing in new components with old stuff that can't handle it. That's just what I've heard. I'm not an electrician, obviously, but yeah. But that's cool, man. That's pretty awesome.
I don't think I have the pieces I need in orange.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Well, until I can find, well, until I can find what I need in orange, I might have to switch to the bright light orange.
Ooh, I love that color. That's a good color.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pivot to the bright light orange color scheme. So
that's all you can do.
Yeah, so you can see the blue tips at the front wing and the bright light orange nose.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Lego color, Mayo?
Well, everyone knows that it's sand green.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good choice. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, and I think I think it's that because of the builds for the Statue of Liberty and the greengrocer modular.
Yeah, fair play. All kinds
So
of.
just a quick tutorial. So just a quick tutorial for people who were wondering how I can build these microscale cars so quickly. I have 4 different modules. I have the front wheels with the front with the nose. No, sorry, I have the front wheels with the front wing connected by the nose. I have the body, which has the simulation of the engine compartment, the driver's seat, and where the turning mechanisms are for the front. Then I have the chassis, which is the undercarriage and the aerodynamics, and then I have the rear wheels with the rear spoiler and the support underneath the spoiler.
Perfect. That's all you need.
And I built it in a way where I can easily take it apart, and so I could make a crazy hodgepodge of different liveries. So I could make combination liveries if I really wanted to, but I won't. Yes, we all love a good undercarriage that we've got.
There you go. Yep.
There's probably orange pieces all over your pad wall because not many people buy orange.
Yeah, our pick-a-brick is always garbage over here. It's terrible. One time I found masonry bricks and they were that like light lavender color. Horrible. Absolutely shocking. I still bought them, obviously, because, you got masonry bricks in the pad wall. You're buying them. Yeah, it's rough.
Sometimes I have to justify buying something on the pad wall because I went out of my way.
Well, you should get a kid then, because my daughter loves putting crap in a pick-a-brick box. Loves it. She picks all the craziest pieces she can find, all the slides and radar dishes, all the garbage that nobody else wants. She loves it.
I've bought enough radar dishes at the pad wall to build enough space box.
There you go. That's good stuff.
And enough for office buildings where I don't need to buy them anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, exactly, Scott. She buys like 4 slide pieces and the box. She says, this is all I want. I'm like, That thing costs like $10 or $12. You got to fill in the gaps, dude. Like, get some 1x1s in there.
They rarely ever have Technic pieces on the pad wall.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, it's unnecessary. They're so cheap on Bricklink. You might as well just buy them there, anyways. Yeah, that would be quite an endeavor driving around to all the different Lego stores. I've got two pretty close to me, and even that, it would be like not worth it for me.
I'm trying to find black plates for my chassis, and I'm struggling to find them.
Always switch them all for a different color.
Found them. Oh, but these are broken.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, broken. Let me see what about this. Okay, here we go.
Save money compared to Bricklink. Yeah, I mean, you gotta ask yourself, what's your time worth? You know, especially if you're enjoying it, that's cool. But if it becomes like tedious, then you're like, you know, an hour. What's an hour of my time worth? Really? Probably like 40, 50, 60 bucks, and then you're like, eh.
See, I'd happily spend an hour of my day getting value out of a pab cup, but I wouldn't want to spend any longer than an hour picking pab cups, because I've spent 2 hours picking 2 pab cups, and you start to get the feeling of okay, how fast can I just get this finished already?
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And there's a reason why I only buy exclusive Lego from Lego, because I can find sets cheaper at department stores, like when Target had the green Sonic Green Hill Zone for 35 off, like I said earlier.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I'm time rich, money poor. Yeah, I feel you, Johnny G. I do feel you. Long Island, 3 or 4. Yeah, wow. I would imagine there would be a lot around you, Stud. A lot of Lego stores.
Oh.
I feel blessed to have you.
Yeah. And hello, everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite hero on Twitch. Good to see you, buddy. We're building. Well, I'm building microscale speed champions. Clever Pig built a Carter Aston Martin open wheeler, and I'm not sure what he's doing now.
Well, now I was checking out the little micro scale car I built a week ago. Just playing around with it, but yeah, it's kind of cool.
You know what? Let's get that on the full screen so we can see it.
Sure. Yeah. It's like a Group C type car. Got side exit exhaust, diffuser action in the back.
Yeah.
It is hard to get like.
It kind of reminds me of Shu Todoroki from Cars 2.
I don't think I ever saw Cars 2. I like Cars 1 a lot though. Would be good.
I saw Cars 2 in theaters. Not a lot of people like Cars 2.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure it's got its merits. Did they do a Cars 3? Like it must have been at least decent if they warranted a sequel,
They did, and that's what modeled. That's what Lego modeled most of their juniors style car sets on, was Cars 3.
That thing is blocky. Yeah. Well, it is Lego, Jonathan, to be fair. So, you're going to get a bit of blockiness. It sort of comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty blocky. It's fair play.
Yeah. So everyone's favorite hero says, nice. I did Speed Champs yesterday. It was the SL63. Cars 2 is okay. I did like it, but not as much as the other ones, because I think most people agree that the only good Cars movie was the original.
The original one was a banger. That was a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and my favorite scene from the whole Cars franchise is when they're on Interstate 10 going from the raceway in Tennessee, where the Rascal Flatts version of Life is a Highway is playing in the background. And my absolute favorite scene is when Mac is driving through the driving through the New Mexico desert. Or maybe it was through one of the Texas deserts. Not sure if, like, does I-10 go through Texas? Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. And it's the scene where they go through the desert gorge, and there's just the wide open plain of desert. And it's the scene before Lightning McQueen gets released from the trailer. It's the scene before that.
Yeah, yeah.
And also they have the CGI spaghetti intersection west, in West Tennessee, and to see all of the fake towns.
Yes.
With all of the cars driving on it. That was a spectacle. That would have been an expensive scene in CGI. Matt Mark says I've years and years slowly warmed up to 8 stud wide speed champs. Yes, I think it took a lot of people time to get used to it, but that's what Pig started with from the start.
Start them off young. That's how we do it. Real teacher. Town died.
Yeah. So have you got any of the polybags near you?
Yeah, I think I do somewhere. I do with it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got the McLaren one. I built it. Yeah. I was thinking of stealing the wheels from it, but I don't think that'll work now that I look at it. That's unfortunate.
Because you could probably get that done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, 58 pieces. I mean, shouldn't take too long. They have that rated as 7+. I don't think you need to be 7 to wrap your mind around that. 10 to 12 wide speed champs. Oh, interesting. Well, I feel like, I can't remember, back when they had racers and they had like the Ferrari stuff they had, I think it was around 12 wide cars. Some of them were pretty interesting.
Yeah, and
and
what I grew up with from races were the tiny turbos, which is what John was talking about, the four wide hots, because the tiny turbos back then were what the Speed Champions polybags are now.
Yeah, they were 4 wide. I had a lot of those too. Those are cool.
Because the tiny turbos racers sets was Lego's answer to Hot Wheels back in the day.
Yeah. The old 4x4 mud guards. I don't know if I remember them off the top of my head.
I've still got a lot of those mud guards floating around in my collection of axles. Like right here, here's a white one.
Oh yeah. Okay, I gotcha. They had ones with like integrated headlights too. Yeah, I remember those. That's cool.
Because with the slight molding for some of that stuff. And then you have the racers style.
Oh yeah, They had fenders that like linked up perfectly with those. Those were cool too. Oh yeah, those I remember.
And now with Speed Champions, over the last 15 years, so many more pieces in the parts inventory, a lot of that stuff can be brick built.
That's true. Very true.
And I said it the last time you were here, Pig, but Speed Champions, in my opinion, is the greatest thing that ever happened to Lego's parts inventory because of all the curvature.
Oh yeah, they bring a lot of good parts like that that 1x1 by 2/3 snot brick. That is a banging piece. Super useful.
Yeah, because like when you gotta get those builds that's slightly thinner than a brick, and when you have to get that slight offset,
Yeah.
like you need new style pieces to execute that curvature, and it's
Definitely.
it's a thrill. Okay.
Yeah, that is fair enough.
So I think if I can find blue for the back here, then we'll complete the chassis. You know, I'm kind of warming up to this bright light orange. At least it looks different enough from the yellow, the red, the green.
You talking about those little suckers, aren't you, Johnny? Them little units in there. 45 flat, 45. Yeah, those are good too.
Now I'm working at the rear, and I need a lot of blue. Where's the blue stuff? I can't find the blue stuff.
Yeah, I got to find the blue stuff.
Because I use so much blue to make my mosaic.
Love that.
Oh, damn it. Where's the blue? Okay, maybe the blue isn't here. I'm not sure what I did with the blue. Here's some blue. Let's see if I can use the blue.
I can knock down one of them skyscrapers. They got lots of blue in there.
Yeah, because I've got the occasional blue in my skyscraper, and people doing some gambling and winning some jars.
Wow. Johnny G's being generous. Look at this. Is lovely. What a community.
Okay, so I need that for the rear, and yes, and I have to connect these. Yeah, connect these. So I've got to do reverse builds. And then I gotta find, let's see if I have 1x4 stuff. Do I have the 1x4 stuff? I'm not sure. I think.
Yeah, some of this that Streamlabs bot's on the fritz, I think.
And I had rules in the chat about that, people. Do I have the blue stuff? I don't think I have 1x4 variants. I'll have to resort to 1x2 versions, just because I don't have. No, Mark, it's because you gambled them all away previously. And also, it'll only let you gamble upon how much you already have.
Wow.
Oh, Johnny. And Johnny's keeping on giving his points to Mark. So now I got to see if I have corners. Do I have
Well, let me
corners?
do this for me here.
Corners. Where's the corner?
I'm curious. Will it tell me? I can't remember if that's the prompt or not. 554 jars. Holy smokes.
Here we go, here's some corners. Ugh. Well, I'm not in control of the bot. The way that its algorithm is, I can only program what it can and can't do, not the algorithm. And people in chat are being kind to Mark.
Why did I fail to give 554? I said I have 554. They're my jars. Let me do what I want with them.
Okay, let me make sure this is right. Okay, so I need a 2x2 round plate to go underneath to support that. What do I do with them? What do I do with them?
Whip.
Here we go. And if I put this at the back, and I can connect that together. And that's, so now we have the rear, the front, the undercarriage. Now we just need the body. And the body is by far the easiest thing to build out of this whole thing because it uses common parts.
It's like fake butter. I'll tell you, Miracle Whip is definitely not like fake butter.
No, I would never try that in my lifetime just because of the negative reviews I've heard about it.
I like Miracle Whip. It's not too bad. It's got some good uses. I frigs with it.
In more ways than one.
Well, mostly as a condiment. Eggs all sitting lukewarm on a shelf. Well, I mean, I keep mine in the fridge personally. But I guess when it's initially, yeah, fair play. But I think they do that in the UK. I think they keep their eggs on the shelf, kind of. Fake butter is like margarine. Yeah, I know, but it's like, it does not taste like that at all. I've had margarine, I've had butter, and I've had Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip tastes nothing like the other two. It's like tangy, kind of like a salad dressing almost, but you wouldn't put it on salad.
Okay, I'm almost done with this bad boy.
There you go.
I mean, it's got fake axles, so if I can replace those axles, then I'll have to. Well, then I'll get it to roll. But right now, it does not roll well. Mark will be back in less than an hour. Yeah, we'll be raiding off to hide in less than an hour. No, sorry, actually 57 minutes away. And so we got that. Now I just need to get the tiles to go on top here. But I'm not sure if I have the tiles in the right colors. So I might have to be adventurous with the color theme. And I can't find the drawer that has my multicolored drawings. I think I did something with it there.
Oh yeah, brother. Came out on top.
It's gone. Where could it be? I dropped it somewhere, or I put it somewhere that I can't find.
Yeah.
I don't know where it could have gone.
Well, Mayo, I'm gonna have to head her to bed, my friend. I'm gotta get up early with the kiddo tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I thought you would have to leave about. Thought you'd have to leave right about this time. So anyway, how did you get to with the poly bag? got it done?
Yeah, but no, I didn't. I thought it would be a little bit loud, so I didn't want to poison anybody's eardrums with that. Kept it quiet, but hung out with the chat. It's all good.
It was fun. It was fun to see that Carter set complete.
Yeah. Good to see your little F1 collection there. Pretty cool. Hope it goes well. That's looking good. Love it.
Just need to find a couple more pieces, and I'll have my McLaren version complete. Try to get a little bit of a 360.
Right on.
Yeah. So anyway, you can find the links to Pig's socials in the description below. But so we know that.
With you guys too.
So instead of asking where can we find you, I'll say what kind of projects you got coming up.
Oh, I've always got irons in the fire. I don't know. I'm going on another live stream tomorrow night. CPA. Y'all know him. Yep. Same time tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you're bored, want to check it out. I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
And I was so distracted at the start, being the bearer of bad news. So I forgot to ask you the 3 questions. Do you remember what the 3 questions are?
No. Should I? Should I remember what the 3 questions are? I don't know.
Well, the 3 regulars know. How was your week? Do you have any news? And did you buy any Lego? So you can answer them in any order before you get on out of here.
Let's see. It was a good week. Nothing crazy. And I did not buy Lego. So it's been pretty good. Gotta save up.
I feel just about the same way.
Well, there you go, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your stream. Thanks again for having me, and thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. Good talking to you.
And you enjoy your stream with CPA tomorrow. This was fun talking about Speed Champions. Take care.
Yeah, you bet. See you later.
Okay, so now that it's just me, I'm going to try find the remaining pieces I need to build this car. We've got half a dozen people right now in chat. So if you have been lurking, feel free to come out of the woodwork just to let me know that you're still here. Because after I get this done, we will be doing a brief overview of some of the Halloween CMFs. Because this is spooky season after all, and we want to get into the spirit of Halloween. I have still yet to start building my Halloween mark. I will be building that after this stream today. So people gambling with their jars, people saying goodnight to Cliff. Stud says, I would never eat eggs as a kid. I want it because my parents had a small farm with fresh eggs. Now I can't eat egg whites if they are smothered with bacon, but no yolks. Yolk freaks me out. I'll be right back soon, Mark. So I need to get this, move this on out so that I can see what I'm looking at. Had my instructions covering the keyboard while I was building this. Yeah, I was saying this. Yeah, Stud says a lot of things. I would actually like 10 to 12 wide speed champs. I grew up on the blocky 4 wide stuff. I like 8 wide. The designers can get really snotty. I know it wouldn't fit the streets of city stuff, but I don't have a city, so I don't care. You know I was an original Micro Machines freak, as was I. The new versions suck compared to the originals. I agree. Micro Machines came out when I was in like 6th grade, and I was still obsessed and collected them. They used to be metal and plastic, then they got super cheap. I saw that transition. I wish I saved my original Micro Machines collection. Same here. My uncle had the original Hot Wheels set that came in a big tin can type display of the logo. It's worth an insane amount of cash. When he passed away, my cousin tossed it. Ouch. The fool didn't realize. Yeah, that was rather foolish. I can't stand mayonnaise, so I probably wouldn't like Miracle Whip either. It's like fake butter, exactly. I can't believe it's not butter. Eggs and oil sitting lukewarm. Yeah, let's not talk about it. As a kid, I loved my mother. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what's everyone else talking about? Let's scroll back up. Just going over some of the chat. Mark says, I'm going to hold out on that mansion. Looked weak. I want to see the modular. Stud also says, I keep telling Hyde the X mansion set to open back dollhouse. Didn't want to disappoint him, but Team B said best part of a Technic set taken it apart. Yeah, we're all here for the lols, aren't we? Johnny is time rich, money poor. Now I'm the opposite. I used to be time rich, money poor. Now I'm money rich, time poor because of my job. And that's all the conversations being had. So let me try to finish this if I can. I'll put the Ferrari version back together. And people from my family are doing stuff outside, so pardon the noise. I need to see if I have those pieces in bright light orange. Yeah, so what I'm going to do for this part is I'm going to go full screen where I'm at in my city, and I'm going to turn the camera sideways so that you can see me trying to pick up these pieces. Yeah, and then I need some, so I need curved tiles and I need cheese slopes. There's definitely pieces that I don't have in the right colors. Yeah, we can try to do this, but I'm not sure how good it'll look. Not quite sure how good it'll look. Because some things might stick out like a sore thumb. I'll get both of these types of pieces here and see how I feel about it. Might have to take some creative liberty with part of this build, because I want to see what I like more. What do I like more? Just looking at it blind right now. Yeah, I think the regular orange is a little bit too contrasty, so we're going to have a slightly different shape for the driver's seat than what I normally do. And I need to find pieces to make an engine. I have to improvise or try to see if I have pieces from other areas. If I can. And I'm noticing there are pieces in my collection that are in the wrong place. Just as I'm going through all of this stuff. What do I need? What do I need? Oh, I found what I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay, let's take this camera, the city cam, off full screen and come back down here. And so, do I have pieces in that right color? No, I don't. I don't have pieces in that right color. So, might have to improvise ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm going to have to improvise. I'm going to improvise like I have with a lot of pieces in this build, and have to go with a medium as your engine color. So there we go. Now let me hold these three cars together, and you'll see my growing fleet of microscale Formula One cars. And there they are. They all look nice together. And I'm glad I could do this while chatting it up with Clever Pig. Cool, so that's done. As Stud says, is there a GW, a Good Morning Brick World Halloween Habitat Mock Contest challenge this year? No, there's not, which is why I'm going to build freestyle my own Halloween mock after this stream. And now that I got that done, I'm going to I'm gonna put the stickers inside these instructions to remind me which page I'm on in the instructions for next time I build it. And now I'm going to come and sit down. Going to come and sit down so I can look at the Halloween CMFs. Let me actually no, I can't do that. Can't do that from this screen, so I'm going to do it from this screen instead. So I'm going to detach this, and I'm going to bring my Mac down here so that I can share some screens. So I'm going to Google LEGO CMF Halloween, and we're going to share the screen so you can see what I'm looking at on screen. So of course you get listings for the series, for the series 14s, but there's also some other stuff. There's this nice little thing on Reddit which includes some of them. Let me see if we can get there. So you've got the gorilla, you got the lizard man, you got some of the orcs, you got some of the knights, you got dwarves, you get some mad scientists, some zombies, some mummies, some ouch, just hit my funny bone there. So you get some of those. I know that lizard man was from series 5. That gorilla was from series 2, I think. That mummy was from series 3. I know that. And then we got, actually, I know that we got some other stuff from up there. Where was it? Yeah, we got the spooky. Let me see if I can show this up here. We got the someone's selling this on eBay. We got the spooky boy and the spooky girl. Why isn't this sharing? Anyway, yeah, we got the spooky boy and the spooky girl. Who else?
Yeah. Then you could get what you want. And something's not well in there. I'm going to be putting all my stuff there, and I'm going to be able to open it, roll the door too.
I know. Anyway, let's try and find some of this other stuff because I know that we got other ones. Now let me go by series. Let me see if I can pick out some of these. Just off the top of my head, I'm going to go series by series to see. Oh yes, we got. I'm not sure why this stuff isn't. Why isn't this stuff sharing? That's so bizarre. It's really frustrating. But we got. Yeah, I just don't know why this isn't sharing. Come on. It's so dumb. We got a zombie in series 1. Let me confirm that we've got the gorilla in series 2. No, we didn't. That must have been series 3. But we got the witch and we got the witch and the vampire in series 2. Maybe the gorilla was series 3. Yeah, the gorilla was series 3. The mummy was also series 3. Then series 4. What did we get there? We got a zombie and a mad scientist in series 4. Series 5, we got the lizard man, as I talked about. And that's all from there. What about some of the later ones? Is there anything Halloween specific? I'm looking for the stuff that you'd find more in Halloween type movies. Going through these quickly. No, that's A Little Red Riding Hood in series 7. Yeah, so nothing major in series 7. What about series 8? Yeah, we got a man bat in series 8. What about series 9? This was when the chicken suit guy came out, and everyone went cuckoo for Cocoa Pops about that. We got that weird guy holding an elixir type thing, which is kind of interesting. Actually, if we go share this tab instead, this actually has all of the ones that we're looking for. Nice, we can do this. This should be a better format. Yes, this is a better format. So let's scroll back up there again so that you can see it a little bit more closer. I should have done this before. Yeah. So we got zombie. Yeah, we got zombie, witch, vampire, mummy, another zombie. Actually, no, that's a is that zombie or Frankenstein? Can't quite tell. Mad scientist, lizard man. And that's where that really interesting Statue of Liberty came from, which I really like. And there's the foundation of Briggsar's seed fig right there. Then we had the Man Bat. Then Series 9, which we just covered. That weird guy with that potion bottle. Maybe he works at the potion cellar. Who knows? Anything in Series 10? Nothing really in Series 10. About Series 11. We got that scarecrow. Yep, got that scarecrow. Then in the Lego movie, there was nothing really that special because they were mainly zombies. The Simpsons. Then Series 12. Yeah, we got the spooky girl in Series 12. Series 13. Actually, we have gotten a couple cowboys. And that's a troll right there. The second Simpsons. Then this is my favorite. It's Series 14, which is all about Halloween. This is all Halloween, and I own every single one of these because I bought them on eBay, as I did with Series 15. There's nothing really Halloween-y in Series 15. And I bought all of Series 16 on eBay as well, which is where we get the spooky boy. And then by Series 17, I remember when these were in stores. I guess you could say the Highwayman was kind of Halloween-y. And then the Series 18 was all costume figs, which is where we got that spider costume guy, which was pretty cool. I think I owned that spider costume. And let's just scroll some. And we did get some of the the Nightmare Before Christmas figures in the Disney CMFs, which was pretty cool to get. Nothing really interesting in Series 19. What about Series 20? Nothing really there in Series 20 either. Series 21. I can't remember a lot of these. Nothing in Series 21. I get... maybe you could consider that Centaur sort of... Or, you know, I always forget that the video ones existed. We did get that nice Banshee type one, which uses that same piece from Series 14. That was nice to get again. And we get another wolf. I own the Cotton Candy Cheerleader. Anything in Video Series 2? No, I'm not seeing anything there. What about Series 22? Nothing really in Series 22. We had the Muppets. Series 23. And this is when we started getting the CMF series. We're down to 12 figs. We got that raccoon costume right there, which was pretty fun, aka the Trash Panda. Then Series 24, I own a whole case of these, and I traded away some of these with people who were after these, because I really wanted the koala, the falcon, the space guy, and I traded a bunch of, well, I traded my duplicate orcs, and some people gave me some of their koalas, which was pretty nice. Then we got Ernesto in the Disney 100. I always liked Ernesto's face. And weirdly, there's no picture for Series 25. That's weird. And then the space ones, which we have right now. So some of the best CMFs have been Halloween, and I really liked that. I really liked, particularly series 14 because that was all Halloween, and it's by far my favorite of the CMF series. And I gotta say that the zombie cheerleader is probably my favorite CMF of all time if I'm to do process of elimination. But now, we gained a subscriber from the stream. Nice. So I'm gonna go get the comments so that we can respond to the comments. There's not too many comments, so we'll get through these pretty quickly. So let me go. So let's read the comments.
Guys, I should really make a reading your comments video. Great job. This is the best thing I've ever seen since yesterday.
Good. What high praise, man. What a great comment.
Too much cliffhanger, not enough story, craves more story, am very sad.
Am very sad, dude.
So he was scarped.
I've been scarped before. It's not fun.
Okay, so let's read these motherfuckers, shall we? So let's share the screen and read the comments. So, well, unfortunately, RC will never be able to answer this question because he resigned as co-host of Real Whole Egg, which means this is the second to last episode of Real Whole Egg. After the Hangout stream with the Jungle crossover, I'm ending the Real Whole Egg series. Unless someone wants to replace RC as co-host, I'm calling it quits while I'm under my work contract. So RC will never be able to answer this question, but I'll still read it anyway. On my last live stream, Johnny said, question for RC, the only convertible I like is Suki's pink ride in Five Nights at what? Actually, I don't know what F&F is. Did she come with the Viper purchase? Hashtag play to play. I'm going to heart that and say, sadly, RC can't answer this. And then on the previous stream, Johnny also said, greatest live stream I've seen since yesterday, even though no RC didn't feel scuffed. I'm gonna heart that, and I'm gonna say, and RC never again. Womp womp. Also said, hey Cliffing Cliff plays the whole Paradisa song. He's a real power pleaser, but still a punk. I expect you to now step up and play the whole song. Thank you in advance from we the viewers. I'm going to say I might one day. And then some other stuff. So one of my videos this week was the vlog about Lego Pirates at Chicago, and Skyren's a SpongeBob fan, so he said, are you ready, kids? And I'm going to say, aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Oh, who lives in an egg? On the surface, Mayo Hosko. Yeah. And Mark Macrobricks on Lego Trains at Brickworld Chicago Vlog says, love the Vlog series and thank you for sharing such an epic part of the Brickworld layouts trains. I'm going to reply my fave part. And then so also on my Pirates at Chicago, Team B said great to see these builds once again. Cool stuff. Actually, I'm going to try out one of these replies. One of these auto replies. I'm gonna use this. And said, and Team B also said, congrats on a great vlog series from Brick World Chicago 24. Some good shots, well-chosen soundtracks, and most importantly, some great builds. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to heart and saying it was a long time filming this footage, dodging. So yeah, everyone in the hole and editing it, but it was well worth it, and some people enjoyed it. And I think that's all of the comments. Was there anything that got held for review? No, nothing was held for review. So that was all of the comments from this week. And now we're going to wrap this stream up with 25 minutes to go. So I'm going to put this back. And I'm going to rotate this again because I'm done building my mock. Going to get this back, and I'm going to get this back, and see. And we're going to read over the chat, to see what people are saying, because we got done reading the YouTube comments. Now let's see the live stream comments. Clever Pig gambled all of his. Halloween, let's do it, and we just did it. So let me know what some of your favorite Halloween figures are. My favorite Halloween figure is by far the CMF Series 14 Zombie Cheerleader. That's my favorite by far. We previously looked at some of the Halloween sets with Crimson Toaster on the previous stream. I enjoyed the Frankenstein. Just gonna open up a tab in the background to get something ready for after this stream. Oh, Brixar just uploaded a new members only, so I'll be watching that after the stream. Good. Yeah, I'll come back to that soon. So where was I up to? Yes. So Johnny says, looks nice together regarding the Formula Ones, which I have right here. Yeah, looks nice together. Lil Lame just won. Make a Formula One track. I would like to do that in. Yeah, I would definitely like to do that. Have a whole track. I would like to model it in the same shape as the Australian Grand Prix and try model Lake Albert and some of the greenery, the parkways around Lake Albert. If I was to model a Formula One track, it would definitely be the Lake Albert circuit. Although Monza is probably, or Silverstone is probably the simplest. Stud says, you take for granted mobility until you don't have it. Exactly. I know some people that are incapacitated and struggle with their movement greatly. I'm glad LEGO is slowly bringing Fright Nights back with random CMFs. So am I, Stud Sidious. I hope that they reinvigorate a lot of the old castle stuff, which they've done with Crusaders and Forestmen and Black Falcons, and they've done with Fright Nights. I'd like to see them do the same thing with the Black Knights. Don't really care for the Royal Knights or the stuff from Knight's Kingdom and Knight's Kingdom 2. But it wouldn't hurt to get some more Dragon Masters. That would be fun. I don't really care for the Wolf Pack, to be honest, although that will be one of the CMFs I'll be hunting for, is the Wolf Pack. Yeah, I'm not as crazy about the wolf pack as other people in the community. I think it's because they were included. Well, their main sets aren't like they only ever had a fortress, and it was just the one wolf pack tower, and I never really gravitated towards that as much as other castle sets out there. Yeah, and also Stud also says the modern Fright Night figs Lego has slowly been dropping a great. Yes, I like that we're just getting more of them. The more we can get, the cheaper the parts will be secondhand, and it'll be easier for the army builders to make masses of them. And hello, Mikey J Productions says popped in to say good evening. Also says hope everyone is having a good night. Mikey says what's going on with RC. Yeah, so I explained that at the start of the stream. Got some very bad news that has a knock-on effect with everything, literally everything I do on YouTube. So, RC and I are both chasing our dreams. He wants the American dream, I want the travel dream. So I recently got a contract extension, so I'm going to be busier than ever, and I'll be working into November for an undetermined amount of time. I have no idea how long they're going to extend my contract for. All I know is that they will be extending my contract. So I'm going to have even less time for social media than what I did throughout and what I have throughout the past 2 weeks, which is going to be a nightmare for my time. But as Johnny was talking about earlier, he's time rich, money poor. I used to be time rich, money poor, but because of this work contract, I'm now money rich and time poor. So it's like you have to pick your poison. Do you want to have the time to build with Lego, or do you want to have the money to buy Lego? I guess that depends if you're a set builder or a mock builder. I'm more of a mock builder than a set builder, so I value time more than money. But I am kind of running out of pieces in my collection, which is why the money helps. And also I'm saving it for my travel plans. So RC has handed in his resignation as co-host of the Real Whole Egg stream because he is expanding his business. He got a contract with 3 new commercial properties, and as a result, the amount of hours he'll be working per week will go up drastically, and it's going to be so much work that he's now looking for employees. He's in a position to have a payroll. That's how good it's going to be for his company, and so he's chasing the American dream, and as a result, he handed in his resignation as co-host of the Real Whole Egg stream, which means the next Real Whole Egg stream, which is a crossover with the jungle, will, unless I can find a replacement co-host after RC handed in his resignation, kind of like RC replaced Macro Bricks once upon a time as the co-host, unless I can find a new co-host for the Real Whole Egg stream, the Real Whole Egg stream will be cancelled. I don't have the time because of my contract, and when my contract expires, I won't have the energy to wake up in the morning because I need the chemistry on screen. I am not a lone wolf, and I don't say enough interesting things on my own to attract a large enough audience. So my time is more important than hosting a stream. Hosting a stream is more difficult than people might realize, which is why some people don't even attempt to host a stream in the first place. And I need to see the rewards either way, because in times where no one the fuck is watching my streams, it's nice to still have on-screen chemistry. So I'm wishing RC nothing but the best, because he's chasing the American dream, and he can keep on, and his dream is alive and well, so I'm wishing him nothing but the best. But he did tell me he is going on hiatus as a result. I'll still be in contact with him, just as I am in contact with other people who are also on hiatus. Because if you think about it, a door build is on hiatus. And I have plans with a door build. I had plans with RC. So the Lego City Mail debate has been cancelled. The ideas I've had with RC have been cancelled. And now, unless I find a replacement co-host, the Real Whole Egg stream has been cancelled. So if you want to keep the Real Whole Egg stream alive and well, apply to be a co-host. If you want to nominate someone to be a co-host, contact them directly and tell them to apply to be my co-host. Your chances of a successful application will be enhanced if we are good friends. And some of you guys might know that I DM you with my good friend's account, which means I hold you in higher regard than some other people, just because you're either more dependable to do on-screen videography with, or I enjoy the conversations that we have together. There's multiple ways how I can feel comfortable DMing you under my good friend's account. And so as a result, the Real Whole Egg Instagram will be put on pause while the Real Whole Egg stream is in cancellation. So I will do pop-up Real Whole Egg streams if someone wants to apply to be a guest host on a single episode, or if I am in the plans of working with someone for something. I will resort to pop-up streams, and if I can get the commitment to do what I'm about to say, I want to do monthly 24-hour streams. If I can get a minimum of 4 people who can commit with it. If no one else wants to commit, then I'm not going to commit. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stop making videos, because videos are much easier for me to do than streams, if I'm honest. And that means I won't stop streaming, but they'll be less often, and they'll have to be extremely well planned and organized with 100% commitment from guests to warrant me spending the time to do it, because I collapse under pressure when I'm solo. In my personal life, I come through in the clutch. But when I'm on my own, talking to a void and not even knowing if anyone is actually listening to me, I collapse under pressure. And there's only so long I can talk out of my asshole, if you watched the ends of some of my streams in the past. So all options are on the table, but what is conclusive is that I will no longer be doing regular streams. And unless someone wants to replace From Blocks to Mocks as my co-host with a somber note, which is why I have not had a single piece of background music this whole stream, because this is a very somber live stream, even though I'm glad I was able to get... Why isn't this showing up? It's frozen. Why is it frozen? God damn it. Yeah. But I'm glad I was able to get this microscale Speed Champions done. Regardless. Because I want to say, I'll say Clever Pig and I were talking about Speed Champions. He was building an off-brand Ekada Formula One, Aston Martin open wheel car. Yes, it is sad to hear, Mikey. And right now I'm a part of the Friday night routine, but there's plenty of other streams on Friday night, and you'll have to resort to one of them instead. Yeah. You're in the same boat as what I'm feeling right now, Mikey, you felt months ago before the summer when you went on summer vacation. and you're still making regular videos, I'm still going to try make regular videos, which is why I banked up a whole bunch of unlisted videos. But there's going to be serious changes, and unless I can get commitment from guests, it's just not worth me streaming. So I am going to have to DM. I'm going to have to DM Brick and Brood to take me off the live stream schedule because I can't commit to it weekly streams anymore. Which is sad, but all of the sadness can be the start of a new era if someone wants to replace RC as my co-host. And they'll have to do the legwork. I'm putting the burden on the viewers because the viewers enjoy the stream more than me. I only do this stream because I have shit to get done and I want to share it with my friends. I do these streams for the viewers. I don't do it for me. Which is why if the viewers want me to keep doing this, someone will have to step up and replace RC as co-host. It's a heavy-hearted decision, and when I got the DM, the ill-fated DM from RC, honestly, my heart sank because it's the end of an era, kind of like how early February or late January, whatever it was the start of a new era, and it was a fantastic era, just like how the era I had with Macrobricks as co-host, that was a fantastic era. But in between that, those were really dark times. And so dark that I'm not even going to bother being a lone wolf because I'm not cut out for being a lone wolf. So I hope my viewers can understand that. And it makes me sad because I had a whole bunch of things planned to do and I might cry softly every now and then. And I feel like crying right now just thinking about it because we had such good times together. And a lot of people really enjoyed what I did. A lot of people really enjoyed what RC was building and his personality. We had good chemistry together. Hello, alternate candidate. Says, hopefully you'll find a suitable co-host. Totally understand. Always do what makes you happy and it's best for you. Exactly. I'm going to put myself first after RC has resigned as co-host. It's sad times, but I'm just glad that I'm a working man and I'm paying and I'm now a taxpayer working contractually again. And so I think I'm going to take a deep breath and this isn't an obituary or anything, it's just the end of an era. And it's an era that can easily be revived if someone else wants to take up the mantle. And I don't know when I'm going to see RC on camera again. I don't know when he's going to end his hiatus. I just hope that he can find employees to help him out with his added quota with his landscaping company. And I hope that if he can find good employees, that'll help him take the load off and still be active in the community once he can find them. But finding employees is a hard thing to do. So ultimately, I'm just going to say thank you, RC. If you watch this back on the replay, thank you for everything you've done to me. You mean more to me than anyone I've ever done a live stream with. The memories that we made were some of the best of my time on the internet. And it's a sad day for me. It's a sad day for the viewers. But we're both chasing the dream. You're chasing the American dream. I'm chasing the travel dream. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow, and I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. Yeah, yeah, wherever I go. Wherever I go. Wherever I go. Thanks for the memories. And there's the end cap. And I will be singing that again next week, Johnny G, to mark the end of the era. So who did we have in the chat today? We had over 500 comments again. Thanks for the participation. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. So we had Team B, Never Too Old for Lego, Click and Cliff, Johnny G, ZC Sultan Force, Crimson Toaster 47, Clever Pig, who was our guest host today. Let's see if I can do this. So let's bring it down. Let's bring it down here. I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. Scott's Blocks. Oki Productions. Yeah, I think I said hi. I think I said a team B. Macro Bricks, Chris McBricker. All Crimson Toast is going to be exhibiting at the Long Island Convention. Eric Hutt. Stud Sidious. Noah Moo. Who else? Was there any latecomers down here? Oh yeah, of course. We got some. Yeah, there's Mikey. Alternate candidate. Yes, and that will be the perfect ending next week. But anyway, thank you for watching today's stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Next week, we'll be doing the final ever Will Hoeg stream, unless someone wants to revitalize it and become my new co-host in Generation 3. So of course that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, which right now is 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time on a Sunday. So gonna say go raid Hive. And thank you for watching, everyone. Let's roll the credits and everyone go right over to Hive. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow, and I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We might be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. From Blocks to Mox. Yeah, yeah. Wherever I go. Wherever I wherever I go. Thanks for the memories, RC.
Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 PM Eastern in North America and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 AM Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_MayoHosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #AFOOL.